What's up guys, it's Mackey, Ifbbpro. So today I'm gonna do a grocery run. I'm gonna start off from what I do from breakfast all the way until the end of the day. I usually do about 6 or 7 meals a day. I try to do as less shakes as possible. I try to do more foods, no shakes. It's funny as well too, because even one of the meals that I do, if I don't have time to actually eat my meal, I'll still cook a chicken and beef meal together, and I'll drink it. So you're not going to be able to see that today, how I do that. And my guy's shaking his head at me right now, but if you guys actually want to know like some of the things that I do to maintain my size and put size on, follow me along today. I'm going to show you, some meals that I cook. I believe in making my meals taste good. So I believe in seasonings, condiments, using my Pam spray, obviously. And but I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I do with every one of my meals. You're not gonna get a chance to see me cook it, but I'm also gonna give you the idea of how I go about prepping my food and making each meal taste good. Because every meal that I have, honestly, I enjoy it, and that's what I believe in when it comes to doing the meals. And even for yourselves, like, I don't believe in eating bland food. I don't believe in forcing my food down. I gotta have my food taste good. And if I'm not prepping for a competition or anything like that, I'm just maintaining shape and wanting to stay in shape all year long. These are the things that I do to maintain my shape, to keep a good shape as well too, but also not get bored with my meals and stay in shape as well too. So you guys come along, I'm gonna show you guys what I do. I always keep red potatoes in the pantry. For the most part, I do try to buy organic items. Whether it makes a difference or not, I know some people say, is it really organic? Is it not? I don't know, but if it's organic, I'm going to buy it over a generic or something like that. So organic red potatoes, always got to have those in the pantry. And I mix it up between potatoes and rice, so always keep me in the pantry, just on standby for sure. I kind of switch it up between if I want to do bison or beef, and I always do a lean content. So when I do the beef, I always try to do a grass-fed beef. And if I do the bison, obviously, it's not necessarily grass-fed, but I also do bison usually always comes lean. So this is 90-10 bison. So last week I did mostly beef, and this week I'm gonna do bison. So this 90-10 bison, I actually, which we'll go over here in a second, I cook my bison and my white meat together. So every single meal, I'm getting both of my red meat and white meat, whether it's ground chicken or ground turkey breast. Lately, I've been going ground turkey breast because it's more leaner. Obviously, the ground turkey breast, white meat is 99% fat-free. So I cook a bison or beef together with the turkey breast, and I put seasonings in there. You guys are going to see here in a second what I season these meats with, just to excite my taste buds. So I'm gonna grab this turkey breast over here, then I'm gonna show you guys what I season it with as well too to make it taste good. All right, so this is turkey breast that I get. This is, you can kind of get confused with these things because I know I've sent my nephew on the store run sometimes, and I've told him to get turkey breast, and sometimes he'll come home with this guy, ground turkey. It's not the same thing. Ground turkey is actually red meat. Turkey breast is white meat. If you ever cook this by itself with no seasoning and just cook it into a patty or ground it, it's super dry, and if you just eat it by itself, it's super nasty. So the way I do it, obviously, you can't even tell that it's turkey breast, obviously, because I mix it with my red meat and I put seasoning on it. And I'm gonna show you what seasoning I use here in a second. All right guys, so these are the 2 seasonings that I use on my meat that are game changers, okay? Right here, chili seasoning. Put that, when I cook the turkey breast and the beef together, I put 2 packages because the bison's obviously 1 pound, the turkey breast is 1 pound, so I use 1 package per pound. So I'll put 2 packages on there because that's 2 pounds of meat. Add this on there, and you have some meat that tastes like homemade chili. So try this out. Sodium is high, but once again, like I've said, I'm not particularly worried about sodium content. I made another video prior to this to where I said sodium isn't a big deal. Yes, common sense. If you have high blood pressure, don't eat a lot of sodium, okay? Monitor your sodium, okay? But in any normal, typical situation, You know, you take sodium in, your body needs sodium, of course, so I don't monitor sodium. You know, obviously I'm doing cardio actively every morning. I monitor my blood pressure, and I love some seasoning. I have to have seasoning for my food to taste good, okay? So just don't go crazy with it. And 1 package per pound of meat is ideally, and it tastes good. So this is one. Here's another, taco seasoning. You want to switch it up, whether you want your meat to taste like chili, or whether you want it to taste like some Taco Bell ground beef. There you go. So either chili or taco seasoning. 2 different choices right there to switch it up. If you feel like having Mexican food, taco seasoning. If you feel like having, I don't know, chili and cornbread. But instead of my cornbread, I use potatoes. So one or the other. There you guys go. Try them out. All right, so I have a rice cooker at home, but sometimes I'm in a hurry, so I always keep these guys on standby as well too. Microwavable rice packets. I want to say these are roughly about 1 cup. So if I'm ever in a hurry and I get home and I realize I ate all my rice and I don't have any rice in my rice cooker, these guys are ready in 90 seconds. So I keep these on hand just in case I'm in a hurry. It's a good idea for you guys to keep them on hand as well too, just in case you're in a hurry and you need to hurry up and have some carbs on hand. So grab these. All right guys, so I like to use my spices. I'm not honestly even sure if it tastes differently if I don't use it, but I just like trying different shit. So when I cook my meats, I usually use garlic powder, not garlic salt, but garlic powder, onion powder, and obviously, like I said before, I like color on my food, so I use parsley flakes. So I'll switch it up. I already have sea salt at home, and these are really the only things that I use when it comes to all my meats that I use, that I cook. So whenever you eat rice, beef, potatoes if they're mashed, chicken, fish, what do they all have in common? They're soft, right? So I gotta have some crunch in my life. So I always keep chips on hand when I'm not prepping, but every single meal that I have, I eat chips with it. I usually eat it with some avocado, some guacamole, or some hot sauce or salsa, something like that. But every meal that I have, I need to have a crunch with it. So I always keep chips on hand. I go with the organic one. I like the thin ones. It doesn't matter. I just don't get anything like I make a good choice. So I don't get some fried pork skin or anything like that. So the whole concept is like I want to have some crunch, and I try to make a good choice with it. These are organic sea salt chips, USDA organic. Whether it makes a difference or not, I don't know, but it looks good, and I'm gonna buy them anyway. So here we go. All right, guys, good old Pam. Can't go wrong with the Pam. You guys know I love some Pam. I'll probably go with a bottle a day. All right. I still got about 5 bottles at home, so I'm just gonna get one for the 6th day. But I use this shit on everything: my wings, my steaks, my fish, hell, even my eggs. All right. So I just love crunch, and obviously with the Pam, I can spray Pam on anything, put it in the air fryer, and it's gonna come out crunchy. So gotta have my Pam. Not the let's see, not the signature, not the what is this? Extra virgin olive oil organics. No, Pam, if you see this, I need a contract, I need a deal. You need to sponsor me because I use this shit out of Pam. All right, so I like to add some good fats to my food, and one of the things I use, I actually got this from John Meadows, rest in peace, but this is actually a good butter that I like to use. It's a good fat. I put it on my rice. I put it on, honestly, butter is something, honestly, I put on everything as well too. I put it on my potatoes when I'm cooking them. I put it on my white rice. Here's the thing with my rice, guys, when I talk about making my food taste good. Back when I was a kid, I used to load my rice with sugar and butter when I was a kid. So now I do the same thing. So this time, instead of using parquet butter, I use organic, which is this shit organic? Anyway, it's grass-fed butter. I'm not sure if it's organic or not. But I put butter on there, and I put, instead of natural sugar, I use Splenda. So I put butter, sugar on my rice, and it tastes just like it did when I was a kid. So I don't eat like plain white rice. I make that shit taste good. So I encourage you guys, once again, make your food taste good. Whatever you like, Just don't put anything on there that's high in sugar. I don't use natural sugar ever. I haven't used natural sugar in years. Always use either stevia, Truvia, or Splenda, depending on which one I want to use. So flavor your food, make it taste good. Can't stress that enough. So I either buy English muffins, or these guys are bagel thins. Whenever I do breakfast, sometimes I usually do a shake, or when I eat my breakfast, I usually do like cream of rice with oatmeal with egg whites. And just like I was a kid, man, I love toast. So with my butter over there, now I have my English muffins, bagel thins, and I'll put these in the oven. Honestly, I'll probably start off with 2 of these guys, and by the time breakfast is over, I'll probably have eaten 8 or 6 of them. So I like bread and butter, and it's actually my crunch for breakfast, because obviously I'm not going to eat any chips for breakfast, so this is my crunch for breakfast. So it tastes good. So one of the things I like to keep in the pantry is cashews. I just like to snack on these throughout the day. So if I start craving some cashews or almonds or anything like that, I prefer cashews. So I always just keep these on hand. It's a good fat. When I start craving them, I usually eat the whole jar. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, but these are something that's somewhat innocent to have. If you want some good snacks, keep some cashews, keep some almonds, pistachio, stuff like that. It's better to eat these than some Cheetos. All right, so keep them on hand. Oatmeal, every oatmeal that I get, I make sure it's gluten free. You know, you hear these things about gluten free and stuff like that. I do believe in gluten sensitivities. So anytime I have an option to get something that's gluten free, then I'll usually get it. So this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I usually do oatmeal or cream of rice. I got enough cream of rice at the house, so I'm restocking up on oatmeal today. Sugar-free syrup, guys. So I always keep this on hand as well too. I don't use, like I said, I don't use anything with high sugar in it. So obviously I do sugar-free syrup. I don't use honey. I don't use agave. Sugar-free syrup. It's the only thing I use to sweeten my food. And just like when I was a kid, once again, Miss Buttersworth. I used to use regular syrup when I was a kid, so obviously I'm gonna go to Miss Buttersworth's sugar-free syrup now. Then I'm an adult, and it's the next best option since it's sugar-free, so keep this on hand as well. All right, almond butter. I prefer almond butter over peanut butter. There's really not really a difference. I just like the taste of almond butter, and it always has to be crunchy. So even though if I get peanut butter, I'll make sure it's crunchy as well too. So I usually keep almond butter, peanut butter in my pantry at all times as well. Okay, so I got everything that I need for, and usually when I buy groceries, I don't buy groceries for the week, because sometimes, you know, I like to go out to eat throughout the week. And there's been times where I bought a bulk load of groceries and some of my food has spoiled. I don't necessarily like to keep meats in the freezer too long, so I kind of buy, you know, by what I feel like eating. Obviously, if I bought like pounds of beef or pounds of turkey breast, you know, I might end up wanting chicken breast, or instead of beef, I might want bison. And then in that case, sometimes my food has ended up spoiling. So this is a rundown and breakdown kind of what I eat on a daily basis. So breakfast, I'll kind of give you guys a rundown, is oatmeal. I usually do about 1 to 2 cups of oatmeal with 2 cups of egg whites. Put about 2 to 3 tablespoons of almond butter in there. Obviously add my sugar-free syrup in there, and I'll do my bagels or English muffins with that as well too. And I'll do about, like I said, 2 to 4 different English muffins or wheat thins with that. Meal 2 is going to be anywhere between 10 ounces of red potatoes or 2 cups of white rice. It's going to be mixed with the turkey breast and the ground beef or bison, and I'll cook those together. I usually use my taco seasoning or my chili seasoning, and that's what I do for meals 2 and 3. Meal 4 can vary. So meal 4 is usually going to be either, once again, white rice or red potatoes. And you guys didn't see it today, but I always do a steak per day, so I like doing fillets. So I do about 10 ounces of a steak fillet, and that's usually what meal 4 is. Meal 5, when I come home, once again, goes right back to the rice or potatoes with the turkey breast and beef combined. And at that point, it's the same thing, anywhere from 10 ounces of red potatoes to 2 cups of 2 cups of white rice with the turkey and the beef combined. And meal 6 is, actually we didn't cover it today, but meal 6 is actually non-fat Greek yogurt. I do about 2 cups of non-fat Greek yogurt, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, add some sugar-free syrup to it, and that's my nighttime meal for meal 6 before I go to bed. So you guys check it out. Stay tuned for more. Make sure you guys click and subscribe to the channel to keep up with more content, because more exciting content's on the way, and we'll keep you guys in the loop with everything. We got a big PR coming up January 13th at Iron Wars, so you guys make sure you stay tuned for that. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time.